I bought the 10 most popular slides of 2023 to compare them. These are weird. And find out which one is the best. So obviously it's summertime, and during the summer, slides are essential. In fact, I have a bunch of slides. I have 10 more pairs now that I did this video, but slides are the kind of shoes that you can wear pretty much all day long, whether you're going to the beach, to the mall, walking the dog, or just around the house. And as someone who reviews shoes for a living, I feel like it was important for me to bring you guys a comprehensive slide review of not one, but 10 different pairs of slides. And I feel like in 2023, not only do we have the most options ever when it comes to slides, but slides are as exciting as they've ever been. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I love this. And actually, speaking of that, if you want to grab any of the shoes mentioned in today's video, I've made sure to leave affiliate links to all of these shoes in the top of the description below. But now that we've got all these slides, why don't we take them outside, try them all on, and find out which one is actually the best. Let's do it. This is really difficult to carry. There's only one side of the pair. I have a whole nother armful of slides to take upstairs. This was a mistake. I should have grabbed the bag. You ready to see the most slides you've ever seen in your entire life?
Guess so.
So as you guys know, I bought 10 of the most popular slides to try them all on and see which one is the best. Now, I do have this pair of Nike slides on already, which is sort of gonna act as the baseline, the basic Nike slide. Of course, I've also got my Apothecary socks on, which some people are like, why would you wear socks with slides? Well, because they're comfortable and they look awesome. So if you guys wanna check out Apothecary, link in the description below. Plus, we've got this insane Heskix collaboration coming out. Super sick. Jordan, have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I have.
It's cool, right?
It is nice.
Wife seal of approval. But these are the baseline. These are like $24 slides. And they're all right. We've got 10 other pairs of slides here, at least I think it's 10, pretty sure. And we're gonna try them all on and see which one's the best, which one looks the best. We'll get wife's opinion. So let's just do it, I guess, right? Should we just get into it? Okay, let's do it. Number 10, the Nike Calm slides. Let's try them on. I've actually never tried these, so I'm really excited. Oh, they're stiffer. Oh, they're pretty firm. What do you think visually? Which one do you like better out of these two?
The Yeezys.
The Yeezys, yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Yeezys look way better. I also don't like the logo placement that much on these.
Yeah, they're not bad though.
Not bad. So I'll be honest with you, my expectations for this shoe were sky high. The hype on this shoe is unreal, and the $50 price point is not bad. It's just not amazing. That being said, even though this shoe is number 10 on the list, I don't think it's a bad pair of slides. I just think compared to some of the other slides on the list, no matter what you're looking for, you can find a better option. So the Nike Calm slides come with a foam upper and a rubber outsole, which actually will make these more durable than some of the other shoes on this list. However, the foam used on this shoe is pretty stiff, so it's not gonna be that soft underfoot. And also though, I will say, I have very high arches, and there is really nice arch support in these. Like it feels, this is the best arch support by far, out of all. If you have high arches, this might be the way to go. They're gonna give you a lot of support, and if you like firmer rides, again, great way to go. Like I said outside, I have really high arches, so it was nice to step into this pair of shoes because it really felt like my arch was supported, more so than most of the shoes in my collection. It's not my favorite looking slide in the world, but it will get the job done. Sizing wise, the Nike Calm slides do seem to fit true to size, which is absolutely a plus. However, I will say that they did seem a bit more narrow than some of the other slides on this list. And number 9, the Salehi Bembury Pollux Crocs slides. Now these released, I believe, a month ago, and they're completely sold out. But these are much more traditional slides, and they feel much more like traditional slides. They're not like super soft underfoot, and these are definitely my favorite visually because they're cool. I like them. I love Salehi Bembury. Shout out to Salehi Bembury. This is actually his fingerprint on the shoe, which is crazy. Even with these yellow Apothecary socks, it kind of looks like citrus. They feel fine. Like if you like a more firm ride, they're definitely firmer. They've got rubber on the bottom, but nowhere near as soft as the other ones, but they look the best. And apparently, according to Crocs, this is a brand new mold for this shoe. Like this is a brand new pair of slides for Crocs, specifically for Salehi Bembury that he designed. So the upper of the shoe is made up of Crocs Croslite foam, and the outsole of the shoe comes in rubber, which means it should be relatively durable. Comfort-wise, like the Nike Calm slides, this foam is not that soft, but it does offer good arch support, which is always a bonus. However, it is softer than the Nike Calm slides. And honestly, if you're looking for a more supportive pair of slides, something like the Nike Calm slides or these might be the way to go, because as we go farther up on the list, things get more cushy. And if you don't like that, you probably won't like the other slides on this list. Sizing wise, these do fit big, so I would suggest going down a full size. I unfortunately went with the size 9 because I wasn't thinking. I should always know that when I'm buying Crocs, go a full size down. So if you're a size 9 like me, go with a size 8. If you're size 10, go with a size 9 and so on. That seems to be the case for every pair of Crocs that I've ever worn, so just keep that in mind if you're buying Crocs. And for me, the only downside with this shoe is how difficult it is to get. To grab a pair of these for retail is almost impossible, but I guess the good news is that the resale price of this shoe isn't that crazy. It's like $10 or $20 over retail, so it's not the worst, but it does kind of suck that you can't just walk into a store and buy these. Coming in at number 8, the Jordan Play slides. I haven't had Jordan slides in a long time. Kind of your standard foam slide, nothing crazy. What do you think of these visually compared to the other ones? You like these?
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah? You can probably have them after this video if you want. I don't know if they'll fit you, but you can have them. They weren't that expensive either. I think like 30 bucks.
Not bad.
So this slide is made up of two different parts. You've got an EVA footbed and a synthetic leather strap across the top of your foot. I would say that it's soft-ish underfoot. It's pretty standard when it comes to slides. Like I would say when I think of EVA foam slides or just foam slides in general that are relatively cheap, this is about what I'd expect. But for $45, and in a lot of cases cheaper than $45, if you're budget-minded, this is a great way to go. And sizing-wise, this does fit true to size. Next up at number 7 are the FUAs.
Let's try a brand that I've never actually heard of before. It's called FUAs. In college, I designed a dog toy called the UFU. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, I stole my brand name. Ooh, these are weird. The drop from heel to toe is ridiculous. These were also $80. These are $80 slides. Also look how weird that is, like the way it kind of like is inset in there. I've never worn high heels, but this is what I imagine high heel slides would feel like.
I think they're alright. I have mixed feelings about soft slides.
Why's that?
Because they pack out easier.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, shout out to you rocking the George Niang slides. I'm not gonna show them on camera, but yo, shout out George Niang. Once was a Sixer, now he got paid and he's in Cleveland. Shout out to George Niang.
They're just not my thing.
Yeah.
Not
This
my
one's
style.
$80.
I still can't get over that name. This slide is incredibly soft to the touch. It's made up of some sort of EVA foam. I believe the official name of the foam is ooh foam technology. So they just love that ooh sound. It's just like, it sounds like you're chewing on just a huge piece of gum. This foam really is incredibly soft underfoot. I mean, if it wasn't for the way that the shoe is shaped, I would actually probably put this shoe almost at the top of the list. However, because of the drop from the heel to the toe, when you're just standing flat, it's a weird feeling underfoot. I don't like it very much. And I mean, again, they're super lightweight. The foam is incredibly soft, and I definitely understand the appeal. It's just not for me. Sizing wise though, if you do want to grab a pair of UFUs, I would recommend going true to size. Coming in at number 6, the Hoka Aura recovery slides.
Super smooth footbed. Your feet slide in really easily when you're wearing socks. Now, I will say that it comes like a pretty sharp point in the front, so when you lean forward, you do kind of roll, but it's not the same way that the UFUs are. The UFUs, like literally when you're standing flat, your foot's kind of like angled like this. With these, your foot is flat until you lean forward. They're a bit too much in my opinion. What do you think?
Not my style, personally.
Me neither. I wouldn't be mad if you were wearing these, like they're fine.
Okay.
There's some nice arch support. They are true to size. Are they softer than the Yeezy slides? Let's see. No, the Yeezy slides are softer, for sure. But these are close. I think I actually like these better than the UFUs, which might be the same sort of softness. No, the UFUs are softer.
These guys are made up of an injected EVA foam. They are pretty soft underfoot. However, they're kind of ugly. I just don't love the way that these slides look. For $60, if you're looking for a pretty soft slide underfoot and you like the Hoka brand, this is a really great way to go. Plus, if you're looking to add a couple inches to your height, this slide can do that for you. If you're like 5'2" and you want to be 5'4", go with these because they probably will bump you up a little bit. Number 5, the Croc Echo slides.
Now these are based off the Crocs Echoes, which kind of look like the Salehi Bembury's. And I've heard from Hess Kicks that these are actually more comfortable than the Crocs Mellows, so, and I can see that. I can see that. They're definitely softer underfoot. They're uglier.
I like a more simple look.
Me too, yeah. I went down a size, so these are size 8, I'm a size 9. I would do that for anything Crocs. Let me throw on one of these guys. Gotta get an immediate comparison. Oh yeah, they're definitely softer. They're a little bit higher. It's not like that much softer though. Like it's not like mind-blowingly soft. If you saw me walking down the street in these, which one would you be like, which one would you holler at me in?
Well,
You probably wouldn't holler at me at all.
I would take notice if you were wearing
You'd be like, that
those.
guy's wearing Crocs, what a loser.
So again, when it comes to these Crocs, I would suggest going down a full size. I grabbed these in a size 8 instead of a size 9. They fit perfectly a full size down. Visually, I feel like these are sort of a discount Salehi Bembury slide, which to be fair, it looks nothing like the Salehi Bembury slides, but it does look like the Salehi Bembury Crocs. And I feel like Crocs is kind of not biting on their own collaboration, but definitely trying to profit off of it, which is fine. They can do that. It's their brand. But I just don't really love the way this slide looks. I feel like it's pretty ugly. It looks like a peanut, especially in this colorway. In other colorways, it doesn't as much, but it's a weird looking slide. As you may have guessed, this slide is made up of Croslite foam and is actually incredibly soft and comfortable underfoot. There's this sort of like inner area, which is made up of, I'm assuming, the Croslite, which is really soft, and then this outer shell, which is a little bit stiffer, probably for durability, and it's very soft underfoot. Like I genuinely might wear this around the house a lot. Maybe not so much outside the house, but inside the house for sure. Number 4, the Adidas Adelaide 22.
Let's try these guys on, the Adelaide 22s, which Kanye said were copies of the Yeezy slides. Not bad. Not soft, though.
What does Benny think?
Apparently he likes them. They're perfect for the bottom of my feet. Like the shape of these fit my foot perfectly. True to size, no issues there. Not very soft, but they feel really nice. A little bit of arch support, which I appreciate. Some nice grooves for your toes, but not too much groove to where you feel like there's too much of a drop. Let me compare them to the Salehis really quick. Oh yeah, the Adidas Adelaide 22s for sure. I also like the aesthetics of these. What do you think of these? Do you like the way these look?
They're nice looking.
Do you think these are the best looking? You think so?
They're intriguing. I mean, I like Salehis, but...
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
I really don't love when a brand names their shoe the name of the year, like the Adelaide 22s. It first released in 2022. If they don't release one in 23, it's just kind of a weird naming scheme. So I don't know if they're dropping one in 2023. I don't know if they're dropping one in 2024. I have no idea. But either way, this is the Adelaide 22, and it looks a lot like a pair of Yeezy slides. But with that being said, it's actually a completely different kind of slide. This slide is made up of injected EVA foam, which I guess is also very similar to a pair of Yeezy slides. However, the consistency of this slide is much stiffer than the Yeezy slides. It's not as soft underfoot. However, the footbed of this shoe is much more contoured to the bottom of your foot, which feels really good. Plus, it's super lightweight, probably one of the lightest weight slides on today's list, and it also fits true to size, which is always a good thing. And I think if you like the way the slide looks, you can't really go wrong with it, especially at the $60 or even cheaper price point, depending on which colorway you go for. And even though the foam isn't as soft as some of the other shoes on this list, it is still soft enough underfoot, and because of the way it's contoured, it feels great. Next up at number 3 is the Asics Acti Breeze.
We've got my favorite of the slides. I'm gonna be a little bit biased because I love 3D printing. These are the 3D printed Asics Acti Breeze. So these shoes are pretty wild. They're completely 3D printed. I bought them last year for like $300, which is stupid. I think they retail for like $70, but they were completely sold out. And these feel ridiculous underfoot, so soft. Now sizing on these sucks. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sizing really sucks because these only come in like small, medium, and large, and I'm a size 9, and these are a large, so I think they fit like 9 to 12, and they're much closer to like a 10.5, 11 than a 9 or a 12. So unfortunately, I probably should have grabbed the medium. I didn't know that at the time. I can't return them. I've worn them a bunch too. Unless you're like the middle size of the small, medium, or large, you're not really gonna get a pair that's gonna fit you that well. It's either gonna be a little bit too small, or in my case, like a boat. Do you like the way they look?
Yeah, they're cool.
They're super cool, right? They're 3D. I love them. I love the way that they look, but the sizing really bums me out.
All that being said though, I absolutely think this is a future. In my opinion, this is the softest and most comfortable slide on the list. The breathability is unparalleled because of the fact that it's literally just made up of this lattice 3D print, and I think in the future people will be able to scan their feet and get support exactly for what they need, printed out right for them, right when they're buying the shoe. I think that's the future for sure, and it's super cool. I will say, unfortunately, that this slide is very difficult to get and very expensive. If you can grab a pair of these for retail, you're gonna pay $80, but if you can't, like I wasn't able to, you probably are gonna have to pay like $120 for these on the resale market. I paid $300 because I got these right when they came out, but honestly, I don't even regret it because it's such a comfortable shoe and it's so crazy. Now, I do have to say that during the review of this shoe, I got a lot of comments of people saying, oh, there's gonna be dog poop stuck up in the bottom of it, and while I haven't had that specific thing happen, I have had a lot of things get caught up in the 3D printed, I guess, mesh area of the shoe, and they're almost impossible to get out. So if you're worried about getting things caught in your shoes, then maybe this isn't the right way to go, or maybe they should add some sort of like rubber outsole, I'm not sure, but either way, if you're worried about that, or you walk through a lot of dog crap, then maybe don't get these. So for me, the reason these shoes aren't on the top of the list, even though I think they're by far the coolest, is because the sizing is screwed up and they're pretty difficult to get. Next up at number 2, the Adidas Yeezy slide.
Next up, let's go with an old standard, one that everyone knows and everyone loves, the Yeezy slides. I've worn them a bunch. I haven't tried them like compared to other slides in a row though. They are soft. These are really nice. So the problem with these is that Adidas is not making these anymore. So if you want these, you're either gonna have to buy them in like one of the random Adidas like clear out sales, or through a reseller. Unfortunately, you're probably gonna have to pay like $100-something for these, but they're incredibly soft. Let me compare it to the UFUs. Yeah, the Yeezy slide's better. The reason I like the Yeezy slides better is not because they're softer, they're about the same. It's because there's no like drop from heel to toe. The problem with the Yeezy slides though is that if you're wearing them like with no socks, which by the way, again, check out Apothecary, link in the description below, they're gonna rub against your skin. That's the problem that I've had, especially when going to the beach.
Now, unfortunately, even though this shoe retailed for $60, it's completely discontinued. Kanye West and Adidas have parted ways, so there's not gonna be any new pairs of Yeezy slides releasing. So even though the shoe did retail for $60, it's now reselling for over $100 in certain colorways. That being said, this injected EVA foam slide is incredibly comfortable underfoot. One of the softest shoes on this list, probably number 2 if you're just going off pure softness underfoot. Plus, it looks amazing. I love the way this shoe looks. There's a reason why this shoe is so popular, and 1, it's because it's a Yeezy, but 2, it's also because it looks really cool. If you do, however, decide to grab a pair of these for resale, I would suggest grabbing Yeezy slides true to size because for me, that's how they fit. But it's a pair of shoes that I think in the future I will buy more pairs of and pay resale for them because it's that good of a slide. However, if you don't want to pay resale for this pair of shoes, or you just don't like Kanye West, this might not be the way to go, but I don't think that should invalidate the fact that this shoe is really great. And finally, at number 1 is the Crocs Mellow Recovery Slide.
Now, I've actually had a pair of these before. They're very dirty, so I wanted to buy a new pair just to show you guys what they look like when they're clean. And they're nice, they're simple. They're not too crazy, but they're very soft underfoot. What do you think, Jor? You like these?
Yeah, nice.
Simple, clean? You've probably seen me wearing these before. Yeah. Very nice underfoot, very cushy. Kind of like a gel. I think I grabbed a size 8 though. Let me see. Yeah, size 8. So with these, you want to go a half size or a full size down, because I'm a size 9. Size 8 fits. It's even like a little, I'd even say size 8's a little big.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did not expect that I would put this shoe at the top of the list, and I'm the one who made the list, but after wearing this shoe and comparing it to all the other shoes on this list, I genuinely think that this is the perfect mix of comfort, style, and price. So let me get the one downside out of the way first, and that of course is sizing. Like I've said throughout this entire video, Crocs fit big, so grab this shoe a size down. That's the only downside in my opinion. Aesthetically, it's a little dull. However, when you combine that with the incredible light ride foam comfort underfoot, and the fact that this slide only really costs $50, which is not cheap, but it's also not too expensive. It's actually the second cheapest shoe on this list. You get an incredibly well-rounded slide that I've actually had a pair of for 6 months. I've been wearing them every day and they feel amazing. No, this slide is not as cool as the Acti Breeze or the Yeezy slide or even the Salehi Bembury Pollex Crocs slides. However, this slide definitely gets the job done, and if you're looking for an everyday slide that you can wear to the beach, the mall, to work out in, whatever the case may be, this is the one that I recommend. But hey, those are just my thoughts and opinions. I'd love to know yours in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out, and I'll see you all in the next one.